The hospital room was dimly lit, the rhythmic beeping of the heart monitor the only sound in the stillness of the night. David lay unconscious in his hospital bed, his body weak from the accident that had nearly taken his life in the mountains. But he was not alone. By his bedside, a massive gray wolf sat silently, its golden eyes fixed on its owner. Shadow had been David's closest companion for years, ever since he had rescued the wolf pup from a hunter's trap. Now, Shadow refused to leave his side, even in the sterile, unfamiliar world of the hospital. The nurses were wary of the wild animal, but David's condition was critical, and Shadow had been surprisingly calm, until that night. The suspicious nurse. At exactly 2 a.m., the door creaked open. Nurse Lily stepped in, her footsteps light and careful. Shadow's ears twitched, and his muscles tensed. The wolf had seen many nurses come and go, tending to his owner with gentle hands. But something about this woman was different. Lily approached the forestand, her fingers brushing the drip tube connected to David's veins. Shadow let out a low growl. Lily froze but quickly forced a reassuring smile. "Easy, boy," she whispered. "I'm just doing my job." But Shadow didn't back down. His growl grew deeper, his hackles rising. Lily reached for the fore again, and in a flash, Shadow lunged. A deafening snarl filled the room as the wolf knocked Lily back, sending her crashing into the bedside table. She let out a terrified scream, struggling under the weight of the powerful animal. Shadow's teeth stopped inches from her throat, his growls vibrating through the walls. The truth uncovered. The door burst open. Doctors and security guards rushed in. "Shadow, stop!" one of the nurses shouted, trying to pull him back. Lily gasped, her face pale as she pointed a trembling hand at the wolf. It tried to kill me!" Shadow didn't move. His eyes burned with something fierce, something protective. Then another nurse noticed something. The fore bag. It was different. Dr. Morris, the head physician, quickly examined it. His expression darkened. "This isn't David's medication," he muttered. He turned to Lily. "What were you doing?" Lily stammered. I don't know what you mean." A security guard checked her pockets, and found a small vial. A drug. A lethal one. The room fell silent. She had been trying to poison David, the loyal protector. Lily was arrested that night. Investigators later found out she had been paid to harm David. His recent work had exposed an illegal wildlife trafficking ring, and someone wanted him silenced. But they hadn't counted on Shadow. The wolf sat beside David as the police took Lily away, his golden eyes still glowing in the dim light. He had saved his owner's life, and when David finally woke up the next morning, Shadow was there, resting his massive head on his chest, as if he had never moved at all.